Sitting outside, enjoying the weather. I'm going to tie a jitterbee with a tungsten bead head. I like these tungsten bead heads because they're multicolor. Kind of look like a bug shell, a carapace, you know, different colors. Got a little small size brim hook you can get from any of the big box stores. Don't necessarily have to go out and buy a big fly hook. It's an eagle claw. I think it's a little small pack of eagle claw hooks. Got the tungsten bead already on there. Found this at Walmart. It's like a little, I don't know what it is. It's like a little ball or something like that. But anyhow, I like using the rubber for legs and using it for like tails and stuff like that. So we're gonna use one of these. Down a thread base, just about to the hook where the barb is. I'll take that little piece of rubber, the little squiggly, I'm gonna fold it in half. These are gonna be like the little tail hanging off the bottom. Get a good wrap on it, start it. Couple wraps, make sure it's the direction you want to go in. Wrap it down real good. You want these to be a little bit more durable. Put some super glue on it. A little dab of super glue or Zabba Gabba or something like that. Come back up to the head. For the chenille, I'm going to use kind of like a green and black. Tie it in behind the head. Then just wrap up to the where the legs are, where the little tail plastic is. Come back up to the front. Wrap it up to the tungsten bead. These are jitterbees. These are really good for small bass, bluegills. Bluegills love them. Couple of good wraps, get it on there. Go ahead and cut off the excess. Couple of good wraps behind the bead head just to hold it in place. Good, finished. Really good fly if you're just starting out fly tying, or if you just want to tie a few flies for catching bluegills. Very easy fly. We'll catch some bluegills without a doubt. Another version I like is you can buy these little pre-made jig heads from big box stores like Bass Pro and Cabela's and probably some other places too. But it's basically just a little hook with a little bead already on it in the form of a little jig head. This is very small. This would be about the size of a 14 hook. Basically just gonna put down just a thread base. Another good fly, really good for beginners because it's not much to it. And if you're just going to set your sights and get sights on getting out, catching a few little bluegills to start out fly fishing, it's a really good fly. Beads already there, the hook's already there. You don't have to search for stuff. Don't use the same little thing I got. You can use rubber legs, anything you want. I just like this because, you know, I think I paid like $3 for this. ton of legs for $3. Same routine. I'm gonna wrap it around the line like that. Set it on this, you're facing you on the hook. I find when you go to tie it in, it twists a little bit. And it usually twists just right if you set it on the side of the hook. Boom, just like that. Get it good. Get it the way you want it. A little V-ing off the back there. Another good thread base wrap. There we go. Come up to the front. Like I said, if you want it durable, put some super glue on it. Gonna use just some olive chenille. Tie it in right behind the head. And then wrap it back to the hook. About right where the hook point is. Come back up to the front. Then wrap it around. Try to keep your wraps tight. If you're not, it don't matter because bluegills are going to tear it up anyhow. Get it up to the bead head. Tie it in. You ever wonder if you can tie flies with big fingers? I'm proof that you can do it. Takes a little finesse getting used to, but it's doable. There we go. So we got that up there. I'll put a little bit behind the bead head. Kind of makes it look like a little shell, you know. There we go. Yeah, but finish it. Put about 5 wet finishes on it. Tighten it down. Cut it. So there's another real simple, very simple little fly. This will catch bluegills. A little more challenging fly, not by much. This is going to be an imitation of a small dragonfly. Hook size depends on what size you want to tie it. You can tie it down to like a 12, 14 for bluegills, and then go up bigger hooks for bass. Put down the thread base. I use around my thread base about the hook point. The whole point of these flies is don't crowd the eye of the hook, because it makes it a pain if you try to tie them on, try to put them on the line earlier and you got your line all up there, or worse yet, you got super glue on the eye. So up to about the hook point right there, I'm going to take that little plastic thing again. I'm going to take one of the green ones that I cut off, one of the little green pieces of rubber, and I'm going to tie it on. Tie it on, get it wrapped down good. These tend to stick up a little bit, so there you go. So we got that on. I just got a little bitty piece of foam, probably a little bit, about a 1/2 inch, about 1/8 thickness and cross. Not very much. Like I said, it all depends on the size of the fly you're tying. I'm going to tie it on just the very tip of it, right at the hook shank right there. So you ended up something that looks like that. I'm going to use some dry fly dubbing. Dry fly dubbing is just, it floats and doesn't retain water. Some of the other stuff like rabbit hair and stuff like that, it absorbs water and your fly will sink. Put some of this on here. Just enough. Don't want too much. Yeah, just a little bit on there like that. Yeah. So just a little dubbing. You know what? I might put a little bit more. It's windy outside. A little bit more dubbing on it. There we go. Get that dubbing on there. There we go. And crowding the hook point. Come back. I'm gonna come back to about the middle of that dubbing right there. I'll say that if I can get it. If I can get it up there. There we go. I'm having problems, but I'm having problems. All right, so these Euro fibers. It's basically like fake hair, and they're really good to use on dry flies and stuff like that because it doesn't absorb water. This is going to be our wings, so I'm going to just loop tie that on about middle ways right there. Yeah, just like that. Pull this sideways, try to loop that on. Loop that on. So what you're trying to end up is these are going to be the dragonfly wings. So something that looks like that. Like I said, it ain't gotta be perfect. Anything that looks like a bug. You get play some bluegills that are biting, you can have something just foam throw out with a hook. You know, odds are you're gonna catch one. The wife's chimes are doing nicely, I see, right here. So she likes some Corinthian bells. Alright. So we got that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the little piece of foam right here and we're gonna pull the wings back, fold that little piece of foam over, just like that, and we're gonna tie that in. There we go. And what that do, that little extra piece right there, it's going to flare up and look like the head of the dragonfly. We're going to do a couple of good wraps right there, but like I said, leave the hook eye. Don't crowd the hook eye, and it's going to make it a lot pleasant or later when you go to tie your fly on. All right, so we're going to whip finish it. Put about 5-6 whip finishes on it. If you get fancy, you can put legs and stuff on it and all that, but I don't really see where you need to do that. All right, let's see if we can clean the wings up a little bit more. There we go. All right. And it is just a simple little dragonfly fly. Bluegills will come up and get this. Very simple to tie. Hit it with a little super glue. I don't have no super glue on me. When you go to fold that little top carapace over, if you put some super glue there, it'll make it a little bit more durable. Fold those wings up like that. So that's my little dragonfly imitation. It will get bluegills.